A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this? Breeze. Hurts over the middle. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up. Time to jump into the action. The 15-yard line. To throw is Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And that's picked up by the AFC. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Now Breeze on third down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Aldrich Rosas now for the NFC field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account?
Especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation?
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 28 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breeze now. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Brady. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, 64 yards. And the AFC. There, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. That could also result in a melee later, though. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the NFC. Here now Roberts. And now running right through it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 43 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record. And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
12 more yards there and another first down. Breeze now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Right set, 53. 54, right.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4. Now Breeze. Incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. To throw again on second down. Breeze. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing now is Breeze. The left side completion to Jones. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, 49 yards. And the NFC able to make this a bit more respectable. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Rosas good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The AFC takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard
So first and 10 now from the 30. Rivers here to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Great play, but admit
they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just